We have seen a lot of videos lately on YouTube channel with regards to MCP. But let's understand MCP from the developer's point of view, right? So we all know how to integrate APIs, and I believe the whole developer community, product community is aware about it. But what is MCP? How how an MCP will be integrated? How the systems will talk to MCP? This is something which I want to share with you, right? So for systems, we already have APIs in place. For building agentic AI systems, we somewhere down the line we need MCPs to make the system smarter. So the C in the context model context protocol is to inject the external context into the model safely, right? Be it data from some other database, calendar data or CRM data, right? So this is where the MCP comes into picture. It needs to get some data and give it to the model, correct? Let's take a very simple example that we have a AI assistant and it is connected to Uber's MCP server. Okay. Now, as soon as we connect our systems to Uber's MCP server, the auto discoverability starts. Okay. So, unlike we tell our systems that which APIs you need to consume, there is a manifest file in MCP servers which helps the models to discover the tools itself. Right? So the manifest file can is readable by the models, and let's take an example here that there are three tools in the Uber MCP server. For example, get trip summary, if get fare summary, or to book a ride. Okay, now we'll understand the entire flow with the help of an example, right? So let so now step number one is as soon as the MCP is connected, the file is read by the system, and within this file all these details are there with regards to tools. For example, here you can see the details with regards to get trip summary and estimated fare between two locations. Okay, so now there's a set format of MCP server. The description is uh, understandable that the get trip summary tool is used to get past rides over a given date, and what all details are required is mentioned in the properties. For example, user ID, start date, and end date. Okay, these three fields are required. Similarly, for get fare estimate, what all two details are required? Pick up and drop. Okay, so now the model knows that there are two MCP tools. Now, let's say if someone has entered a conversation that how much it will cost from Bangalore to Indiranagar. Okay. Now, as soon as the user enters this conversation, model reads the manifest file and reasons that okay, yes, there's a tool called get fare estimate which requires two parameters, pick up and drop, and now it's going to check in the query entered by the customer that these two details are required or not, and it starts preparing a structured call. Okay, so whenever the model is called or the model calls the MCP tool, now it's going to provide the required parameters, which is pick up and drop, and now in turn the MCP server is going to communicate with the Uber API, and it's going to get the response, right? The response would be the minimum fare, maximum fare, and is it in Indian currency, and the estimated time. The MCP server returns the details back to the model, and again, the model is going to respond in a conversational way to your system. I hope this was a bit. This will help you to understand what is MCA. Thank you.